Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the link in the description box below to sign up for the Tiger Fitness newsletter. Within a week of publishing this video, we will give out a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com to one lucky person who does all of these steps. Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com, the Q&A. Basically, the top questions in the Q&A get answered. How do you find the Q&A? There's my boy. By the way, I'm on family vacation. I never take time off of answering your questions. I told you I'm going to do this weekly. Come hell or high water, I'm going to do this weekly. Anyway, click on this. The questions with the top votes. The top votes. If you like a question, vote it up. Don't like it, vote it down. However, check it out. You ask your question, and 3 people every week who I answer their questions will be given a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com. Pretty simple. It's the first link you see in the description box. There will be another link, which is one of the questions I answer. But I got them written down right here. I got my computer right over here. So if you see me glancing at things, there will be times I reference an article that I wrote for one of these questions. However, for the most part, I didn't rehearse any of this because, well, I'm on vacation. I ain't got time for that. Anyway, the top voted questions first comes from Ryan. Wrote this 4 days ago. What is your preferred exercises to train your abs? Also, how frequently should you train your abs? Lastly, if you're at a low body fat, sub 8%, and have a good six-pack, do you think it's better to focus on other lagging body parts rather than spend more time on training your abs if you are pressed for time? My preferred exercise to train my abs might be a bit different than most because I think crunches and leg raises, I think they're kind of silly and they're not giving you enough overload to really make progress. The best exercises for your abs, in my opinion, are goblet squats. Again, all these, I've done videos on all of these. Those are phenomenal. Deadlifts. I hope you all know how to do deadlifts. A plank, side planks, and of course, the daddy of them all, the granddaddy of them all, squats, overhead press. See a common thread here? They're all open chain movements. Open chain movements, I'm sorry, they're all closed chain movements. Closed chain movements mean that your feet and your hands are in a fixed position, more or less. Open chain would be a leg extension where your feet can move freely. That's one easy way, but basically compound movements, squats, deadlifts, those are open chain movements. Closed chain movements, snatches, things like that. I always say, oh, I think open, like, oh, you're free, you're open. No. Closed chain are what we're working on. You do a goblet squat, I guarantee you'll recruit more muscles in your abs than any other exercise. There's nothing wrong with doing crunches here and there, but I've never seen anybody in the gym focusing on their abs. You see all the fat people in the corner doing crunches and stuff? Guess what? Guess what? Have you ever seen someone with a six-pack and flabby arms? No. It's all about overall body, and that's all about strengthening the core. Strengthen the core, your abs will come out. Then it's just a matter of body fat. If you're looking to lose body fat, read my book, dropfactorbook.com. That's www.dropfactorbook.com. How frequent should you train your abs? Well, honestly, I have a workout out called Squat Every Day. If we don't link it down below because we don't want to overlink, go on Google and type in Squat Every Day Health Lobliner. Squat every day, health, Lobliner on Google. I have an article on it. You squat every day. I believe you should train your core just about every damn day. Here's why. You're going to do deadlifts, you're going to do squats, you're going to do overhead press, you're going to move, you're going to walk. There's nothing wrong with training your abs every day because they're involved in everything. Hell, even just me sitting up here, I'm recruiting my abs to keep from falling over. There's nothing wrong with training them every day. Lastly, if you're at a body fat, sub 8%, and have a good six-pack, do you think it's better to focus on other lagging parts rather than spend more time on training your abs? I just pretty much told you that. You don't really have to focus on training your abs. Just train. Train. Use closed chain movements. Do your squats, do your deadlifts, do your overhead press, do your hell, even a bench press. You have to recruit things. You have to stabilize. You even have to tense your glutes and your quads to keep your bench press in check. You don't have to worry about training abs, but I see nothing wrong with doing some cable crunches here and there if it makes you feel more like a physique model. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about recruitment, and you recruit the hell out of things when you do closed chain movements. I'm gonna state the disclaimer again. My kids have trouble shutting up, as do I. So instead of telling them to go in another room because we're on vacation together, and frankly, I'm doing something that's against vacation rules, I'm gonna just talk louder than them. At the end of this video, I want my whole family to come around and tell y'all what's up. Not now. Y'all come over here. I will tase you. Okay, number 2. So Ryan, we will be sending you an email will be contacting you, and you won $50 at Tiger Fitness. Spend that on MTS products, because all other products suck, by the way. We're on Training Frequency, sent by Randy B. What's your opinion on training muscles more than once a week? Can this be effective for bringing up lagging body parts? Do you think this can potentially lead to overtraining? You know what, guys? Everybody's asking 4 questions per question. It's like a 12-question thing. Check it out, guys. My opinion is you train muscles more than once a week. Here's why. If you do chest, are you not recruiting your delts and your triceps? If you do squats, are you not recruiting your entire body? Bottom line is there is no isolating and not training body parts if you're training. So just because you're training chest doesn't mean you're activating your if you're doing a bench press, you better be tensing your glutes and your quads. You have to be doing it. You better be using your front delts. Your lats are heavily activated. Ooh, look at that. You like that lat vein? You guys like that? You guys like that? I'll put it away. All right. At the end of the day, guys, you're gonna be training more than once a week. If you say doing chest day more than once a week, that's fine. In fact, Vince Gironda, other people, Brian Haycock, are big fans of full body training 3 to 4 days a week. Hell, I saw Brian Haycock even do an upper-lower split 6 days a week for his enhanced athletes. You know what? At the end of the day, I believe I got to stop saying at the end of the day. That's number 1. Number 2 is, yeah, train them more than once a week. But if your question is, can I train chest Monday and Thursday? Abso-friggin-lutely, and in fact, some studies point to the fact that might be the more advantageous way of training. Can this be effective for bringing up lagging body parts? I'll tell you this, I fell for the hype for probably 10 to 12 years. I trained my arms 3 to 4 days a week. Guess what? There's still a lagging body part, and guess what else? They've grown more now since I stopped doing that and started squatting every day, and guess what else? I'm out of guess what else is. All I know is it's not going to do much for you. Don't bother targeting lagging body parts. I'm going to quote my good friend Doug Miller, aka Drug Miller. Doug Miller says, train every body part like it's a lagging body part. There's your answer. Everything's lagging. Train everything hard. Do you think this could potentially lead to overtraining? Honestly, the only issue I see with anything is joint pain and long-term movement pain. Squatting every day, since squatting is a primal movement, I do not feel will lead to overtraining or to long-term pain. If you do it smart, you don't go too much. I don't see overtraining as a long-term acute CNS symptom. Okay, here's the bottom line. You're not going to reach overtraining, or else every boxer and MMA athlete would be overtrained. Okay, bodybuilders, we train for an hour to 2 hours a day. Dude, you're not even near the level of training that real athletes train. I'm not a real athlete. I was at one point in my life. Right now, I'm a bodybuilder who rides a bicycle and coaches my kids. That's it. I'm not overtraining. You could train for 3 hours a day unless you're malnourished and you're on an island in the middle of the friggin', Indian Ocean. You're not going to overtrain. And even then, you'd be killing animals and eating fish. This ain't Survivor. So no, you're not going to need overtraining. What you're looking at is long-term deleterious joint health. That's absolutely possible. Are you going to lead to overtraining? Absolutely not. But what I was saying earlier, when I was doing arms every day, my elbows would swell up and I'd have what they call pointy elbows. All it did was lead to elbow inflammation. So no, you don't have to target things. Just train every body part like it's a lagging body part. What I like to do, my training split now, this is on an aside, my training split now is I squat every day. Again, that article, type in squat everyday health Lobliner on Google. Okay, I squat every day, and then I'll do 2 to 3 exercises afterwards for that given body part. So let's say today was Monday. Today's my squat and hamstring day. So I did squats, I did 14 sets, and then I did straight leg deadlift, glute ham raise, and then I did straight leg deadlift and a hex bar and some calves. Tomorrow, if I do chest, I'll do squats, dumbbell bench press, and flies, and maybe another pressing movement. That's what I do, but I like doing body part splits, but I squat every day because squats work everything, and who doesn't want a firm booty? Because I'll tell you what. You see this? You see this? You see that? See that?
We need to get Mom in there.
Oh, Mom's booty would be out here. I like that booty. Okay, anyway. Woo! I'm going to reference an article on this one. So that was from Randy B. Randy B, congratulations, you're $50 richer in gains. Zach Boxer, I have no other word to say, and I apologize. Kids, earmuffs real quick. Zach Boxer, you son of a bitch, you won again. I like Zach. Zach, I know Zach, and I'm not making him win. He just keeps asking questions that get upvoted. You can uncover yours now, Cammy. Now you just look silly. Okay, from Zach Boxer, ZBoxer76. Zach, are you really a boxer, or is it your last name? Unless you're prepping for a competition or suffer from lactose intolerance, what are the real differences between whey protein concentrate and isolate, and what would make you use one over the other? You know what's funny, Zach? I did an article on this for Massive Joe's, which is our Australian distributor for MTS Whey. So rather than go over everything and rewrite this, I'm going to just take notes out of my article, and I'm also going to, if we remember, link it down below. If not, type in whey concentrate versus whey isolate, Lobliner. In Google, it'll pull up. Whey concentrate versus whey isolate in Google. So basically, here's the deal. MTS Nutrition Machine Whey is cold filtered whey protein concentrate and isolate blended. The cold filtration process leaves us with 80% whey protein, whereas isolate is 90%. So when you're comparing MTS Whey, which is the best of the best of the best, that's an 80% plus whey protein concentrate. It's only 10% off from our isolate, which is 90%. Guys, I sell both. So I don't care what you buy as long as you buy MTS, but I am going to vote for concentrate. And here's why. The reason I use any isolate at all is to simply keep the fat and carb count down. When you overprocess whey, especially using ion exchange, everybody, ion exchange whey, as found in Isopure, don't drink it. It's denatured. It strips whey of its immune properties. It isolates whey from milk using ion exchange resins, charging affinity and mild pH adjustments. And at the end of the day, it just gets rid of and completely eliminates kappa, caseino, glycomacropeptides. Those are what enhance the immune system and protects us against toxins, bacteria, and viruses. One of the cool things whey protein does. So basically, our thing is we use cold filtration, and here's the deal. Pure means that you mess with it as little as possible. So basically, if you look at purity, rather than except for protein content, which is give or take 2 grams of carbs and 1 gram of fat, difference, it's more pure to drink concentrate because you process it less. So to take it even further, the macronutrient content, for example, machine whey versus machine iso, 25 grams of protein in both. Machine whey is 3 grams of carbs. Machine iso is 2 grams of carbs. Machine whey is 2 grams of fat. Machine iso is 1 gram of fat. So that's only a 1 gram difference. So when is isolate better? The only time isolate is better is when there is lactose intolerance. But if you're not completely intolerant, you could take a gut health supplement like Machine Uptake, which is a probiotic and digestive enzyme blend, with your whey protein concentrate shake. Isolate may be best if you're in an extreme cut where you're measuring every gram. However, 1 or 2 grams, give or take, who cares? Also with speed, everybody's like, isolate's faster. The bottom line is they're both whey in powder form. Absorption will be similar when taking on a completely empty stomach. But if you're eating a carb and a fat source, at the end of the day, the absorption is going to mean F all anyway. What about cholesterol? The cholesterol in whey is naturally occurring. The emergent scientific consensus is that dietary cholesterol found in things we eat will not lead to overall cholesterol increase in a healthy individual. It actually works to support healthy hormone production, particularly testosterone, which is created from dietary cholesterol. So at the end of the day, guys, concentrate is king. But if you're lactose intolerant, use isolate. Also, there's a new company that's coming out with a vegan protein this week called PerVitam. It's going to be the best tasting vegan protein ever created, called PerVitam, P-E-R-V-I-T-A-M. It will be available exclusively at tigerfitness.com. Guys, I got to go back to vacation. Anyway, Zach Boxer, the other 2 dudes, you will have an email. The first link in the description box below. The first thing you see, click it, okay? And also be sure to subscribe to our mailing list, because if you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and also sign up for our mailing list, you get a chance yourself to win $50. I'm Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Saying what's up from the Wisconsin Dells. Everybody come on in. Preston, come on in. Come on, Preston, let's go. Preston, come on. I'll give you dessert tonight. Here's my wife, Katie. Preston, come on.
I just cleaned up yogurt drink off the floor.
Thomas,
Preston, come here. I gotta show you something.
Preston, come on.
He's down.
Okay, I guess he doesn't get a dessert.
Okay, Preston, no treats.
Okay, Preston ain't coming in. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Marc Lobliner, along with an entire family who can hear.
Except for Preston, who's deaf, gets no treats.
Click on the link down below, and that's not a game.